Alright, so good afternoon guys. So here we are now sa ating information sheet 3.2. So we'll continue with the discussion. Okay, so it's all about making the new customer. So in making a new customer sa catering and banquet management, of course, it requires you to have a little bit more of patience. Bakit? Kasi nga hindi ka pa masyadong kilala and based on referrals lang kung merong magre-refer sa'yo. If not, kung wala na magre-refer sa'yo, you're going to need to get your customer based on dun sa mga kakilala mo or kakilala ng mga kamag-anak mo. So, especially if you are new to the business, kailangan magpakitang gilas, okay? At maging maganda yung services na ibibigay mo sa mga bagong customer para magkaroon ka ng repeat customer. So, personal attention and interaction with the prospective client is another positive strategy to build customer base. A caterer find the new customer by reading the local newspaper. Pwede sa mga local newspaper if you are targeting yung mga businesses na nagbibigay ng mga food, especially yung mga BPOs. Yan. Meron silang minsan nagbibigay sila ng mga free meal or mga free once a month na parang freebies nila for their employees because of the job, because of the work na ginagawa nila at kailangan nilang makakakuha ng quota. So as part of their motivation, ginagamit nila yung pagkain. Okay, news announcement describing future communities, events, reunions and engagement. Okay, pwede rin tayo makasali sa mga future events na actually nagkakaroon ng mga bidding kumbaga. When I say bidding, ito yung mga naghahanap sila ng mga catering businesses na nakikipag-bid for a certain event, and then kung sino yung pinakamura, yun yung kukunin nila. And at the same time, not just the mura, okay, pwedeng pricey siya pero quality, okay? Say for example, nung nagkaroon tayo tayo nag-host ng Southeast Asian Games or the SEA Games, okay? It was actually dito sa Pampanga, it's actually well monitored by the food industry. Okay, ang mga humawak diyan yung mga sikat na mga chefs dito sa Angeles. Like ang pinaka-head yata diyan would be si Chef Sao del Rosario. Okay, especially yung sa New Clark City na kung saan ginanap yung mga mostly na mga events. Okay? So yun, pwede tayong tumingin sa mga newspapers or sa mga news announcements. Okay? And implementing these strategies, the caterer can service a life cycle of customer events. So, if we tend to get a certain client inside the business, pwede siyang maging life cycle. Ibig sabihin, paulit-ulit siya. Okay? Hanggat hindi ka pinapalitan based on your contract, okay, hindi sila or sa'yo sila kukuha. So it's a good deal if when it comes to catering business. Okay? Food tasting events also. Yan, nagkakaroon ng mga food tasting events ang mga food establishment para matikman yung mga pagkain na niluluto ng isang food business, okay? Or if they're trying to support a local food business, okay? Dito nila ginagawa yan or dito nila iniimbitahan yung mga yan. One good example would be yung isang event sa Marquee or minsan sa sa SM Clark, yung mga Northern Philippines na product. So product from the Northern Philippines, mag-start yan so meron tayo dito sa Pampanga, meron sa Nueva Ecija, participants from Nueva Ecija, participants from Nueva Vizcaya, Cagayan Valley, yan, Mountain Province, Ilocos. So sila yung mga nag papakitang gilas doon sa mga food fair na yon. Okay? Even the food fair, yan, those are food tasting events also. Okay? It creates an opportunity to speak one-on-one with the customer and potential client. So, pwede kayong makakuha ng mga customer based on dun sa mga events na yan. Dahil hindi nga kayo kilala, pwede natin gamitin yung mga events na yan in order for you to be known, okay, sa food industry. Okay? Invites them to attend a customer recognition dinner or special taste or tasting event to sample foods. One good example is Pigs and Pints ni Chef Bong Sagmit. Ayun, minsan nagkakaroon siya ng mga food tasting event na especially pag meron siyang bagong menu. Okay, so tumatawag siya or nag-invite siya ng mga tao para do sa food tasting event niya. Okay, para makilala yung place itself and at the same time para matikman nila yung bagong menu na ilalabas ng restaurant niya. Okay? To establish a long-term relationship with a customer and work as frequently as possible with each client one-on-one. So, we have to make sure na we talk to them one-on-one. Bakit? Kasi it's for us to know kung ano ba yung mga kailangan ng mga clients natin. Ano ba yung mga needs nila, ano ba yung mga preferences nila, okay, sa isang catering event or sa isang event. Okay? Para at least if in case na they have certain preferences and it's achievable and workable, pwede ninyong gawin sa catering event at kayo possibly ang makuha. Okay? Remember, hindi siya mako-consider as one or as a client or as a potential as client na yung makukuha mo na, okay, unless pumirma siya sa contract. Okay, remember, we do have contract. So when you do catering events, you need to have contract. You have to make sure na meron kayong kontrata. Bakit? Kasi doon sa contract na yon, doon nakasaad lahat ng mga do's and don'ts ninyo, yung kung hanggang saan lang kayo, hanggang saan lang ang kaya ninyong gawin at yung mga limitations. Okay? Kasama doon, nilalagay natin doon mga limitations. Kasi baka mamaya, lahat na lang ipagawa sa inyo, which is hindi na worth it doon sa presyo na ibibigay mo. Okay? Another would be publicity. So, publicity, advertising means a caterer will pay to have information placed into a media. Okay? So, publicity is a free media exposure. A caterer may exchange catering functions for free airtime in the radio or television or ad space in newspapers and magazine. Okay? Or even yung mga yung makikita mo sa Abakan, yung mga malalaking tarpaulin doon. Okay, those are ads. Okay. One good example dyan, naglalagay ng ads si Century Hotel. Yan. Okay. So they expend or they have budget for advertising. So basically sa atin ngayon, in the recent times, medyo hindi na mahirap ang pag-advertise. Bakit? Because we have social media. Okay? Through social media, nakakapag-advertise tayo ng mga product natin. And at the same time, pwede pa itong lumawak. Okay? You just have to pay for a certain amount para palawakin mo yung pwedeng abutan or puntahan ng mga product mo. Okay? So, advertising, catering services differ from publicizing them. Advertising requires a considerably large expenditure. So, mas mataas ang mas mataas ang expenses natin when we do advertising. Not unlike with publicity, okay? Free lang yan. Okay? Using our social media networks. Okay? Let's say for example, sabi nga dito sa publicity, like if you have donations or special fundraising activity and community service, may work as a press release to gain free publicity with appropriate media. Okay, so minsan sa mga balita na ano to, nalalagay yung mga small entrepreneurs na nagkakandak ng mga fundraising activities and donations and community services. Okay, so those are publicity. Okay, sa advertising naman, you have to pay a certain amount. Okay, so medyo mas mataas ang expenditure nito, mas mataas ang expenses or kailangan na funds, okay, para makapag-advertise tayo. Now, closing the sale, no sale transaction is complete until the sale is closed and the customer had signed or has signed the contract. Okay, so yan yung sinasabi ko kanina, hindi pa siya complete sale unless maklose mo yan, maklose deal mo at makapag-sign si client ng contract. So pag nakapag-sign ng contract yan, usually sa contract natin, you have to do down payments. Okay, down payments of 50%. Okay, ibig sabihin, pag nag-down payment ka na ng 50%, good to go ka na. Ibig sabihin, dun siya na yung kukunin mo as your caterer. Okay, so unless makapag close deal ka and ma-sign mo yung contract, okay, and have a mutual agreement between the client and your catering services or catering company, doon pa lang siya mako-consider as a sale. Sir, what if hindi let's say for example nag-down payment siya tapos hindi niya tinuloy, okay? As part of the contract, minsan nilalagay nila doon, once down payment is done, hindi mo na pwedeng i-refund. There are no refund. Okay? Or minsan, nilalagyan nila ng mga percentage. Let's say, for example, a month before the event, okay, 75% lang nung dinown mo ang makukuha mo. Okay? A week before the event, 50% na lang. Okay? 3 days before the event, 0% na. Kasi malapit na yung event. Nakapaghanda ka na at nakapagbenta ka, ay nakabili ka na ng mga ingredients mo para do sa catering. So, nandun kasama lahat sa contract yan. Doon nilalagay. Okay? Also, as part of advertising or publicity, you may use also business card, portfolio, telephone directory, and yellow pages. The use of business cards by caterer and staff is another effective prospective strategy. Okay? Minsan kaya nga meron tayong tinatawag na mga organizations na magkakasama lahat ng mga ng mga restaurants and hotels. Okay, yun yung tinatawag nating HARP. Okay, the Hotel and Restaurant Association of Pampanga. Okay, so HARP ang tawag sa kanya. So dyan, every month meron silang monthly meeting na ginagawa. Okay, kasama lahat ng mga representative ng bawat company or hotel and restaurants. Meron silang mga representative. Doon ka nakakakilala ng iba't ibang mga agents as well. Okay, na hindi connected sa hotel and restaurant pero ini-invite nila. Kasi sila yung mga possible na mga customers or clients na pwede ninyong makuha. Okay? So, another would be professional sales staff. So, implementation of a professional sales staff is another method used by caterer to achieve this business objectives. Okay? One advantage of this staff is the potential for an immediate and constant presence in the caterer's market niche. Okay? Large facilities such as hotel operation employs professional salespeople to increase business sales. Okay, so basically, ang mga professional sales staff, ito yung mga salesman na tinatawag nila if we're dealing with other businesses, okay? Pero sa atin tawag nila professional sales staff. Sila ang pinaka trabaho lang nila is to look for clients. Okay? look for clients and mag-deal sa client. Sila yung nakikipag-deal sa client, and then um, sila yung makikipag-close deal ay no mga ah, ano natin sa mga clients natin. Ay, so sila lang they're like part of the marketing. Ay, marketing of the business. Okay? So yan. So sa mga marketing sa event natin, ito yung dapat ginagawa ninyo. Kailangan maging vocal kayo. Okay? Hindi kayo nahihiya na makipag-usap sa mga tao para makakuha kayo ng mga customers or ng mga clients. Okay? Professional sales staff function, communicate with caterers capability. So yung kapasidad ng isang caterer ay nire-relay niya sa mga potential clients, provide information, lahat ng information needed, meet with client one-on-one. So sila yung nakipag-meet sa mga clients para maintindihan nila kung ano ang mga preferences ng mga clients. Give tours to the caterer's operation. So when you have a catering operation, pinapakita nila para at least maingganyo or mas maging interested yung potential client. Okay? They also design the brochure. Syempre, pag magma-market sila, hindi pwedeng wala silang mga brochure na pinamimigay. Okay? Kasi it's part of a marketing tool. Okay? Para mabenta niya yung market. I mean yung caterer, okay? Or the product itself. And then pursue leads to new business opportunities, design a logo, formulation and implementation of the prospective plan, plan the market budget, elevate development signature recipe. Okay, so if you have a signature recipe, sila ang magbebenta nun. Okay, the mission of the professional sales staff is to have a direct connection with the market. So they have direct connection with the market, and the organization, okay? Yung organization, let's say for example, yung HARP nga. So they have direct connection. Bakit dun sila nakakuha ng mga potential clientele? Okay? Provide a caterer with dependable commitment to a marketing plan, and their task is to unlock new business doors. Elements such as obtaining market specific research, coordinating a public relation campaign, coordinating promotional tie-ins with suppliers, and composing caterer-generated communication message are just some of many responsibilities. Sila yung gumagawa ng mga proposals. Ayan, proposal. Akala nyo ba sa mga catering walang proposal? Meron po. Okay, nagbibigay din kami ng mga proposal sa mga possible clients para makilala nila yung company itself and kung ano yung kayang gawin ng company. Okay? Never stop learning. So, an informed, educated caterer is prepared to exceed the expanding needs of the customer in the competitive catering industry. Continuous research of the marketplace provides the caterer with the flow of new information on rapidly evolving industry. Okay? This vigilant attention to the marketplace provides information to help the caterer makes decision regarding emerging market trends, advanced packaging, new products, and updated government regulation in such areas as sanitation and human resource. So, we have this what we call a product development sa mga catering, or they're commonly known as research and development. Okay? Sa research and development, they try to identify the new trends in the market. Okay? Ano ba yung mga bagong trends in the market para hindi nahuhuli yung company. Okay? So, it is a continuous learning. Hindi tayo pwedeng, ito yung sa amin, ito lang yung gagawin ko, ito lang. Hindi ako makikinig sa iba, hindi ako makikinig sa ganito, hindi ako makikinig sa ganyan. Okay? You have to be open. You have to open your communications in order for you to get the best product or provide the best product for your clientele. Okay? Para mabigay mo yung mga pinaka-best na services sa clients mo. Kasi yun yung nire-require na ng market ngayon. Okay? Or the trends. Yun na yung trend sa market ngayon. Okay, so that's information 3.2. So we'll continue next time for our information sheet 3.3. Okay, so stay safe guys. Thank you so much for listening and have a nice day.